All right, guys, we are live. It is the UFC 229 press conference. Spend Jon Jones's money live reaction game. Now, I cannot watch this and have the props up at the same time, so let's go through the props. Let's go through the props right now. Switching over. Let's switch over to display capture. I'm going to show you guys what the bets are. So if you don't catch us now, you might have to rewind. But, oh my gosh, I did not change the freaking... the freaking live stream. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta switch the title super quick, though. Yes, I know this is disorganized. Again, I was traveling home as quick as I could from work, and this is what we got. All right, what's up, guys? Who's in here? All right, hopefully this should be updated and correct now. So let's do this. All right, so this is the game. You can hear that it's in the background, the press conference. The game is spend Jon Jones's money. The California State Athletic Commission suspended Jon Jones for 15 months. Well, they suspended him for longer, but it was taken down. And let's drink something right here because we're spending Jon Jones's money. I should be drinking something better with Jon Jones's money, right? But $205,000, the rule is we have to spend it all on prop bets on the Conor McGregor Khabib Nurmagomedov press conference. So, looks like we still have an issue here. Change thumbnail. This is ridiculous. What's going on? What am I doing here, guys?
Imagine the numbers that one to do.
Oops. Pictures. Every year is his year. Come on, Conor. What the hell is your problem? All right, now we got this going on. What is going on, guys? Holy shit. All right, here it is. We're ready now. Let's spend Jon Jones's money. First of all, $25,000 to win $90,000 on a pakaka. That's the hat that Khabib wears down to the cage. It was like 0.26 odds, 2.6 to 1. So I thought, put $25,000 to win $90,000 on the pakaka. Easy money. $52,500 to win $62,500 on Conor McGregor's wearing a suit. I think that's easy. He's going to wear a suit. It wasn't good odds. You only win $10,000, but there you go. Same thing with the sunglasses. It was 8 to 1. You had to bet $8,000 to win $9,000, but I'm still going to bet it because I think it's easy money. Now, $25,000 to win $25,500 that Conor mentions whiskey. Only $500, but it's Jon Jones's money. It's easy. You know he's going to mention it. $30,000 to win $75,000 that Conor drinks whiskey. I was surprised at the odds on that. I had to put some cash down on that. $36,000 to win $66,000 on Conor swearing more than 10 times. There was a minus 120 that he swears over or under. I'm definitely going with the over on that. I think you'd be an idiot not to. $10,000 to win $10,500 that Conor predicts a KO. Of course, Conor's going to predict a KO. Come on! I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure why you would not take that bet. $18,500 to win $23,500 on an arrest at a Broadway viewing party. I think that's easy money. We might have to do a little investigating to find out if someone got arrested at the Broadway viewing party. But for you guys that don't know, if you're in New York, you should be on 45th and 46th Street right now because they have a TV that spans an entire freaking block. And as that block goes through, you can see the press conference for an entire block. That's how big the fucking screen is. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. All right. So we're going to pull that off now. The Conor McGregor press conference has freaking started. What's up, Super Tramp? I'm making chill. You're making me laugh. Nice. Well, we got to keep track of these bets. I said we got to keep track of these bets because I'm going to keep it over there in the comments. Actually, so we can go back to it. Let's see if it'll let me put this entire thing in the comments. I don't know that it's going to. But let's see if it'll let me do the entire thing in here. Yeah, I think for sure the suit too, man. Oh, it's way over. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do it in two. Oh yeah, he's wearing the suit for sure, man. It's ridiculous to even think that he wouldn't wear the suit. Obviously, somebody's getting arrested in New York. I think that's another easy one. Conor's definitely going to say more than 10 swear words. Are you kidding me?
The first things I did were a circular raised platform in the middle with fencing on the outside. Another one was a square platform, so like a box ring, but the inside was raised. Got a little more theatrical with fencing and barbed wire on the outside and some torches. The last one that I came up with was a 8-sided ring with a chest-high.
So let's go here. Jon Jones's money.
The octagon was unique. It was a unique shape.
Again, the concept being John Milius.
Nobody ever mentioned John Milius, and I didn't know John Milius was involved. Once I got the okay from SEG, the next step was the process of getting it built. So I gave a fellow I'd worked with quite a bit, Jason Cusson, a call, and he took on.
Wonder if Michael Chiesa is betting. You know what? I wish that Conor had already paid Michael Chiesa so we could bet with Michael Chiesa's money. That would be even better. That would be absolutely incredible. He's not wearing he's not wearing the headgear yet. Oh shit. I don't know. It says live event will start soon. I'm watching it on the UFC site. So they're going through this history of the UFC thing, which I always think's cool, but I mean, I pretty much know the history of the UFC. I've had R. Davey on the show. That's your bet, no headgear. You're betting that he's not wearing the headgear. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to get one of those pockets. That would be cool. I would wear one of those things for sure.
Introduced me to Art Davey and Jorge and Gracie. From day one, the most important thing that we had to do was to make sure it looks like nothing they've ever seen. When someone buys a boxing event, they see a ring. And I said, it can't look like a ring. It's gotta look
can't look like a ring.
Let's just make it 8 size. Greg, he had that information when he drew the sketches.
All right, we're almost there. Cage of Rage. That's what the first UFC was. They were talking about calling. They ended up having a Rage in the Cage. That ended up being a show. Ended up being a promotion. 25,000 to win 25,500 that Conor says whiskey. Of course he's going to say whiskey. 30,000 for 75,000 and Conor drinks whiskey. I think that's a good one. 36,000 for 66,000 on Conor. More than 10 swear words. Come on, of course. Of course he's going to say more than 10 swear words.
If SEG knew they wanted an octagon before they called me in, why would I waste precious time?
This is ridiculous.
It makes no sense. SEG didn't know what they wanted until they saw my octagon sign.
10 plus.
My recollection and memory is the guy who had the most responsibility for the creation of the octagon.
All right, there they all are. That's my bad. No headgear. And drink ice house. And drink ice house. Yes. The official beer of demonetized YouTubers, Supertramp. And it looks like it's just me and you here. What's up, Jason Azevedo? What's going on, man? We're spending Jon Jones's money. Are you watching the press conference? I felt good about my bets. I felt good about my bets. Like I said, we had $205,000 to work with. 25,000. Bet 25,000 to win 90,000 that he wears the papaka. I think that's a good one. 52,500 to win 62,500 that he wears a suit. He's gonna wear a suit, of course. 8,000 to win 9,000 and wear sunglasses. I think he definitely wears sunglasses. Like I said, 25,000 to win 25,500. Not much, but of course he's gonna say whiskey. His new whiskey, proper whiskey. Now you're gonna win 75,000 if you bet 30,000. If you think he's gonna drink whiskey. Which I think he's going to. Conor's mom is going to swear more than 10 times. Yeah, Dana's going to swear more than 10 times. God, Khabib might swear more than 10 times. Who in the hell put that odd out there? That's free money. I wish I'd have known about that one. Seriously, honestly, I think I would have thrown 10 grand out there myself on that. I'm not even joking. So if you guys are following along on here, if you want to watch the UFC press conference in the other corner or whatever it is, follow along with the press conference with me. There's already 348,000 people over there watching on the UFC side. That's absolutely nuts. What's up, Jason? Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, I just got off work, too. That's why my live stream was all crappy and I didn't give anybody any notice. But I was stuck in Seattle traffic again. This might be the biggest pressure of 2018. There's 350,000 people watching already and it hasn't even started. So, yeah, this is big over there on the UFC channel. I hope Dana gets rid of... Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm in the bush. Damn. Yeah, we can't even bet here in Washington State. We can't even do DraftKings. I got a sponsor from DraftKings, or I could be making money and getting you guys some free money. And they won't even allow me to do DraftKings in Washington State. So... Just a minute. Oh, sorry guys, I'm starving. Driving home as quick as I could from work to get here for this press conference to cover it with you guys. And then they're going to do what I knew they were going to do. They do this every time. It's already supposedly 20 minutes in, and the live event will begin shortly. So, and that's fine, because you can see my. If you go back, you can see my prep bets there. What do you think, Jason? Looking at the prep bets, what would you bet? I think definitely Conor wears a suit. That's a gimme. What's your view with... I'm not sure what you're saying, sorry. JNESY? I'm not getting it, sorry. Yeah, Conor wears a suit. For sure, Conor wears a suit. It was like even money, though, on that Conor swears more than 10 times. I'm like, are you kidding me? Of course Conor swear more than 10 times. Is 10 plus or minus. I mean, we need to put the swear meter on him, actually. I'm going to put a swear meter on him. We're going to do tallies. Let's get a pin here, and I'm going to do a tally mark. How many times do you guys think Conor swears in this press conference? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, come on. And of course, they're showing that horrific bus accident that he got a joke of probation for, which means he's probably not going to throw anything at this press conference, honestly, because he is on probation. And they're showing this in New York on a big screen on 45th and 46th Street, Broadway and 45th and 46th. This big screen goes an entire block. And they're going to have a viewing party. And one of the bets is, of course, that somebody will get arrested. I think it'd be dumb to think that he won't get arrested. Supertramp says 17. 17 is a good guess. I'm going to say 30. But what's up, 7? What's good, boss? Looking forward to this one. Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely. Thanks again for saving the boxing stream the other day, too. We would have had no stream if it wasn't for 7. Yeah, I hope Jon Jones shows up. A lot of people were mentioning, will Tony Ferguson be there? I can't remember who was saying that. I think maybe it was Donald Rocket last night. You know, Tony Ferguson talking some shit to Conor McGregor. I mean, he could get doubled up on. And one of the bets also, prop bet, was that Conor McGregor runs and grabs Khabib's belt. I don't think he does that. I think he does say he's the real champ. I don't think he runs and grabs the belt, though. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Super Tramp, you say 17. I say 30. I say he's going to swear 30 times. I might run out of room on my paper. I might have to turn it over. But we'll see. And where does this go after this? I mean, Tony Ferguson's waiting in the wings. This is kind of one of these fights that it's going to go one way or the other. Either Conor's going to catch him early, or Khabib's going to hold him down. So I don't expect it to be like this back and forth battle with a controversial decision, anything like that. What are the odds on Ferguson showing up? I didn't see that one. I didn't see a prop bet up on that one. The best line in a press conference ever was Conor dissing Jeremy Stephens. Who the fuck is that guy? Yes, that was very good. As much trash as I've talked about Conor because he's gotten away with some stuff, I'm really glad the guy's back because he's definitely entertaining. And that proper whiskey, I do have to give him props. He's launching the proper whiskey today, and then they're showing where he actually did take the belt at a press conference. That proper whiskey, he's given a percentage of the money to first responders. So, I mean, that's great. That's a good thing. And, I mean, guys should do that, but not everybody does. You know this is a big press conference when it's presented by AutoZone. AutoZone sponsored the press conference. Nate better destroy Poirier. I don't know, man. He can't look bad. That's the thing. He can't look bad. Conor McGregor comes out of this making huge money either way. Obviously, he's going to get a bunch of money for the fight. So here's what I do if I'm Conor McGregor. If you lose, no big deal. You go and fight. You hope Nate Diaz is at least respectful in his fight, and you finish the Nate Diaz trilogy fight. Because now you can finish that fight without any pressure. Nobody's saying, "Oh, you're not defending your title. Nate Diaz doesn't deserve a title shot." There's none of that conversation. They can just get in there and make the fight, and everybody's going to buy it. The other one is that if he wins, if he beats Khabib Nurmagomedov, I would put up some huge money on a prop bet that he fights George St. Pierre next. That's going to be the only name on his mind. Is George St. Pierre if Conor McGregor wins this fight. If Khabib Nurmagomedov wins this fight, I have a hard time seeing him fight anyone but Tony Ferguson. That fight was set, was scheduled. Are you calling yourself a rat, Stewie? What's going on, Stewie? How you doing, man? So I was talking about prop bets. And I'm going to put those up there for a minute because they're really not doing much of anything at the moment. Let's look at these prop bets. Again, spend Jon Jones's money. Like I said, Jon Jones was fined $205,000 by the California State Athletic Commission. So how would you spend Jon Jones's money? And we'll keep track of this as we go through. $25,000 to win $90,000 on the Papaka. That was 2.6 to 1 odds. $52,500 to win $62,500 on Conor's suit. That was like 5,000 to 1 odds. That's why you only win. Or no, sorry, 50 to 1 odds, something like that. I don't know. You only win 10 grand, but I thought it's a pretty for sure thing. So 8,000 to win 9,000 on Conor's sunglasses. You only won $1,000, but I've got to spend some money. It's Jon Jones's money. Who cares, right? 25,000 to win 25,500. Conor mentions whiskey. He's gonna mention his whiskey that's launching today. Tony Ferguson has to be next. Who really deserves it more? What's up, Daniel York? Thanks for coming in. Oh, I agree with you. I would use his money sandblasting hookers. Oh, I love you, Supertramp. But 30,000 to win 75,000 that Conor drinks whiskey. I thought that was a great bet. I mean, what are the shots that Conor doesn't? He's taking a shot of whiskey. He can handle a shot of whiskey, right? I mean, the fight's not for over a month. It's not going to kill him. $36,000 to win 66,000 on Conor swearing more than 10 swear words. That's gimme money. Give me $30,000. I say he swears. Supertramp said he says 17 because it was even on the over under. Supertramp says 17. I'm saying 30, and we're going to keep a tally on how many times Conor McGregor swears during the press conference. $10,000 to win 10,500 that Conor predicts a KO. I would be very surprised if he didn't predict that he was going to knock Khabib out. And then 18,500 to win 23,500 on someone be arrested at the Broadway viewing party. I would be extremely disappointed. I would be extremely surprised if someone didn't get arrested at that viewing party. That would be cool, though. I wish I was live streamed from there. I wish I was there. That would be awesome. I just want to see this screen. I don't know if any of you guys have been to New York for this, but I guess on Broadway and 45th and 46th, they have this screen that's an entire city block. I mean, you'd be able to see way better than if you were watching it live. And that would be incredible. What's up, Edwin Alexander? Sorry I'm late. I just don't give a fook. What is up, man? This is gonna be crazy. And like I said, we are playing Win Jon Jones's money. I want to hear you guys say, what would you do if you had $205,000? You had Jon Jones's money. You had to bet all of it on these props. You know, what would you bet on? I said $25,000 to win 90,000 on the Papaka. If I am to get all of my bets correct, let's do this. I'm going to get out my calculator here. And the chances of getting all these bets correct are probably not very good. But just for fun, let's see what would happen. I think a lot of these are pretty solid, though, to be honest. Oh, man. Sorry, 90,000, of course. Plus 62.5. Like I said, chances of winning all these are not very good. But just for fun, let's see how much money we'd be able to go out. And, of course, we would all go out and party because, you know, we would all go take this money out, and Supertramp's got some good ideas of what we might do with it. If they had done the Michael Chiesa, if he had already gotten Conor's money, like Supertramp was saying, we'd be spending Michael Chiesa's money, but All right, 353,000. $353,050 would be what we would take to party with Jon Jones's money. That would be a great day. And I would buy y'all some drinks. And, you know, some things we might not mention on the stream. Did you bet on... I didn't bet on whether something is thrown because Conor's on probation. So I didn't think that was a very good one. That screen is bigger than Champ. Huge balls, Daniel Cormier. 1 in 17. I gotta see that one, man. So that's like 5%. Exactly. I wouldn't bet it. Yeah, no, I wouldn't bet it. He, especially New York, man, he doesn't need that publicity right now. Are they finally starting this thing? Now, they're still in the hype of it. Conor, UFC, they know the hype machine. They got 400,000 or 500,000 people watching right now. So they're going to keep everybody in suspense. Which is fine. So tomorrow, I know right now we're talking about the press conference, but tomorrow I will be doing the Bellator. AJ McKee's fighting. That's going to be a pretty good card. What's up, 7? Khabib and Conor playing the late game. Yes. Oh, Conor's striking offense is better than Khabib's. Khabib's grappling offense is better than Conor's. So it comes down to defense. Conor's grappling defense is better than Khabib's striking defense. You might not be wrong on that one, Edwin Alexander. You might not be wrong on that. And that's a good point. Now, his takedown defense. When I think of grappling, I think of like submissions. I don't see Khabib submitting Conor. Ally Aquinta hit Khabib Nurmagomedov pretty easily and often. And you got to remember, Conor McGregor is as precise as they come. Now, I will say Khabib stood there and striked with Ally Aquinta. He tried to knock him out. He's not going to do that with Conor. That would be ridiculously stupid. Hype machine would be Floyd walking out and yelling, "Yeah!" They do have a cool UFC Origins thing on UFC Fight Pass right now that I want to check out. So that's the bets. Like I said, we went $353,000. It's not real money, unfortunately. So we'll take it down for now, but I thought that would be fun. I always like to do that. I want to start doing some more betting things when the fights come up. I want to bet on fights here in Washington State. I'm going to have to figure out a site. Joe Rogan was advertising some site saying that it was legal. You could bet from anywhere on fights. And I used to only say when I started this that I wouldn't bet on fights, but it makes it so much funner. And it would really be a lot of money. A lot of fun to watch during the stream. Because you guys could watch me lose all my money as I miss all the picks. No, what we could do is do like a pool though, so people donate money in Super Chat or whatever's donated for a Super Chat for one fight, we bet it on fights on the next. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Things like that. Unfortunately, right now, as you know, I have no Super Chat on this channel. It's just the PayPal. But we're getting there. All 205,000 on if Conor mentions his whiskey. Yeah, no, that's a good one. The only thing is, and let me bring up the actual prop bets real quick here. All of them. So let's bring them all up real quick before they start. They're still not starting this, which I'm just fine with that. I need to get my 400,000 minutes for this channel. That's one step to monetizing. Of course, the other one is 1,000 subscribers, which is not going to be easy. But we should get quite a bit on this fight. And I put a link. I don't know if you guys watched that video. I did put a link on that so you guys could check out the ridiculous bets too. I love what Khabib Nurmagomedov said though. Just send me location. That I thought was that was an incredible one. So will Conor and Khabib Nurmagomedov have to be separated? Minus 900. I didn't feel strongly enough to go minus 900 on that one. So that's kind of crazy. I was afraid to close the distance because he didn't want to get taken down. That's the only reason Khabib was landing his jabs. I was letting him. Conor moves in and out a lot better. Conor's the best striker. I believe he is possibly the best striker in all of MMA. I mean, he stood in a boxing match for 10 rounds legitimately with probably the greatest one of the greatest pound for pound fighters of all time. An undefeated fighter. The guy is very good. Look up Streamlabs, man. It'll help this channel out. I've heard of it. I'm going to have to check it out more. Your other has more than 1,000. Oh, I'm definitely over 1,000. I'm over 4,000. Now, when I hit 5,000, UFC has a new thing called FameBit. Well, they'll match me with advertisers, which I would probably be close to 5,000 now if it wasn't for the streaming suspension. I definitely planned on going over 5,000 on this next pay-per-view. But it is what it is. I will check out Streamlabs, though, Seven. Send me the location. That's what happened with my third child. Oh, I love it. Will either Conor and Khabib throw something? Like I said, I wouldn't bet on that. Will Conor be chewing gum? That was kind of a weird one, back and forth. I bet on the Papaka because that's pretty good odds. You're going to get $260 for betting 100. Or no, you have to put... Oh, I guess you have to put out 260, 100. Still, I think it's pretty good. The suit, minus 1,525. That's an easy one. The sunglasses, still, like I said, pretty easy. You were saying that he mentions proper 12. Of course he's going to say it. But it's free money. So, but if you bet the whole 205,000... Sorry. 205,000 divided by 5,000 is $41. No, that can't be right. All right, I can hear Conor in the background now, so we'll come over and will Khabib Nurmagomedov say tap machine? I don't know about that. I don't know about the tap machine. And Conor's talking about how he's upset that the fans aren't there. Stupid shit. Okay, let's start the Conor McGregor swear meter. Conor swore 5 times already. I told you guys 30. 10 was one of the bets. All right, I got to take this display capture off here. All right, and pour some more beer because I'm going to watch this thing. Grab some fucking popcorn, guys. What's the best bet if you bet it at all? Well, like I said that the suit was the best one. And obviously we seen he wore the suit, check. So we're looking at I said if I got every bet right, that's $353,050. 8 bets. Suit, check. Khabib's not wearing the papaka, though. I put quite a bit of money on that. So the papaka. What? What is he talking about? Embezzling money? He said he was a fanboy. He got locked up. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. But you know, wow, he's saying his own people he turned his back on. You know he's... And Russian Mafia, there it is. So, Russian Mafia check. I won that one. This is, what are you talking about? That's all I talk truth. Of course, the proper whiskey is there. We knew that was going to happen. I put the money on there. The best odds. The best odds I thought were on the swearing, of course. Did you not see me outside the bus? Can Conor get in Khabib's head? These Russians are different kinds of cats, guys. It's very hard, but if anybody... He done nothing. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. One more. Here's my location. You'll do nothing. So one of the prop bets was also how many questions were asked to Dana White, and that was 5 or under. So I think that was the first one to Dana. Proper 12. There it is right there. Now I bet that he would take a shot.
I almost didn't get the glass. I almost didn't get the bottle into the arena. I anticipated that. I anticipated
Oh.
that. You with me big bottle. So I had a little slow ball.
He anticipated they might not let him bring the big bottle, so he's got the small bottle. I love it. And he's got both his belts up there because, of course, when these guys win their belts, they get to keep those belts. They keep making more. They don't make it for every defense every time. They did it especially for Demetrius Johnson. That's why he ended up with like 12 belts. Get me a plastic cup, please. He just asked for the cup. All right, I think I'm going to win on the drink and the whiskey. He says I have to taste it. He has not drinking the whiskey yet. He said just a few sips. You have to taste it. It's the finest. Oh, and he's got a glass. And he's got a glass. This was almost even odds. And I was surprised on this. That it was almost even odds that he drank the whiskey.
Brings, well, a fan base.
How's that, Super Tramp?
It's showing the boss's birthday.
I'm not underestimating.
Here's a gang of Dana, proper
Let me know if you can hear that good.
And when I go to the cage,
Suds in our beard, yeah.
like my last fight, like I don't drink.
Why don't you drink?
I don't drink.
Oh, he just told him happy birthday. I don't know. He's trying to give Khabib a drink. Oh, cunt. That's definitely a swear word. Is that 12? I'm sure I missed some of them. Oh, and Dana just drank a shot of whiskey. And Conor just drank a cup of whiskey.
He knows this. He knows this.
Oh, this is incredible. You,
Conor McGregor.
I'll drink his. You knew Conor was going to control this press conference. I'm going to stomp on his head as he's unconscious. Oh, I love it. Your beard, Mike. Suds in your beard.
You've assured yourself total privacy for this camp, other than
Damn,
the press conference, which is different than previous fights. You're
Clean that
always
thing out.
ready, but how has that
I move my
preparation and
camera over a little
privacy
bit there, too.
changed how you feel now, physically, emotionally?
It's been a war zone.
There we go. Let's get set up proper. Like proper whiskey. Are we at 12 swears or did I miss one?
Through my team, McGregor Productions, we have released and shown glimpses, only glimpses of the true hard work that we've put in for this camp. Broken orbital bones, broken zygomatic arteries.
Broken orbital
swallowed
bones.
feet, broken feet, broken fingers. This has been a war zone. We are coming for war. This fool is saying it's going to be a long night. Trust me, mate, I'm ready for a long night.
Can you guys hear that okay now, Supertramp?
That's how you fight.
I lost count. Oh, man, is Conor too much? Oh, shit, he just said shit twice. Shit. That's 15. I said 30. I said 30 on the swear. I can't. Your little fake belt. Oh, so they're check on new champ on saying he's the real champ. Oh man, Khabib is just sitting there. You're a phony. You're a fake. I'm gonna expose you. Now you're on the real seat. What's up, comedic genius? Oh, you gotta love this comedic genius. We're up to 15 swears on the swear meter for Conor McGregor. It was a plus 10 or over. I might have missed some.
He's a 20. Would you believe he's 26-0? I've never met an unbeaten amateur.
An unbeaten amateur. He says, "Do you believe he's 26-0?"
Anyone that he's half fought has been decisions.
He's fought nobody.
I'm gonna pick him apart and bully him in there and absolutely maul him, and that's it.
Wow. What do you guys? I want to know what you guys think.
Is it difficult for you to maintain composure in this situation?
Can Conor McGregor get inside Khabib's head?
I stay relaxed, man. I stay relaxed. I don't feel nothing. I know I have location.
I stay on bus.
6
I stay on bus.
He's very relaxed.
Like we talked before, like direct in Twitter.
All the boys are laughing out. Shut it down, says Supertramp. If Chad Mini Mendez held Conor down and smashed him, what would Khabib do? Well, I hope his takedown defense is better than it was there.
No. I send you message. We talk with you.
He says, I send you message. Khabib says he sent him a message.
Don't send me message. Like without everybody.
Oh, he says, why didn't you talk to me when nobody was around? Oh, and Conor, Dana White's holding Conor back.
I hope so. I hope so, because if you pull out like
Does that count as them have to be separated? That was one of the prop bets. Was that they would have to be separated.
We're gonna talk. Okay.
we don't want to talk.
Okay, when I slip your teammates, why you don't send me message?
Oh, this is incredible. Khabib says, why did you not send me message?
What? You come with 40 people and you think you can change something?
If you would have got off that bus, you'd be dead now.
No, okay.
You'd be dead
Can
now.
Khabib win the trash talking?
Messages.
No, if you want, I come out.
He's just telling me, he says, I sent you messages. Why didn't you answer?
Everybody knows in media days, a lot of security. Of course, I'm gonna sit in bus with all red corners. We sit. He comes with 40 people.
That's two more. Okay, 17 on the swear meter for Conor.
You can send me, hey.
Shit and bus. That's a shit and bus. Oh God, Khabib is champ balls.
You're gonna send me, okay,
Damn.
1 guy, 2 guys, 10 guys, or a lot.
Conor's a killer. That's the thing with these.
Why you come with 40 people?
these Russian. Oh, he says, why you come with 40 people? I can see come with 1, 2 guys.
You come with.
Why you come with 40 people?
What's changed?
I'm here with 1 guy, 2 guys. You come with 40 people. What's changed?
You cornered a friend of mine with nothing got to do with it, and another.
I think Khabib might be winning the trash talk already with less words. What do you guys think?
It's like me going over.
No,
and
okay,
seeing
you talk
an
with
Irish
him.
man going
You
about
talk
a
with
book,
him.
and
You
then
talk
come
with
over
him.
and I seen an
Could
Irish man over the
could
moon that day.
Khabib get in Connor's head?
Talk about numbers.
Okay.
You
He
were-
just
you were
called him
saying
you
earlier
little
about
rat.
40
He says
of your
he says
teammates.
you turn your back on your own people, you little rat, to Khabib.
They had to be chased
You
out of
can
the
ask
hotel.
him. You can ask him. Why you don't ask him? Okay, why you don't ask him?
Whatever, kid.
Khabib won't weigh in with an erection. No, I
on the back of a bus. So shut your fucking mouth.
took a shit, fucking mouth. All right.
When someone gives you a slap, you have to give him back.
That's at least 19. I'm sure I missed some swears in there.
That's what he should have done. He should have stitched you with low fuckers, few
Listen.
crackers and got out there.
Doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
10 people.
All good. All
2
good.
guys. If someone slap you,
It's
you
not
have to
got to
give
do
him
with
back.
him. It's not got to do with
This is
you.
your old
It's
teammates.
got to do with me and
Everybody,
you. It's got to
let's-
do with me and you, kid.
You're winning the money on that one for sure.
This guy have to give you answer.
Hell
Hey,
yeah, let's have
why?
a knock, mate.
Why? You have
Let's
to
have
ask
a
him.
knock, mate.
Okay.
Let's have a
What
knock.
we're past 17, by the way, Super Tramp.
Why you don't give him back? You have to fight. If you lose, we're gonna come.
We're past 17. I think we might pass the 30 that I called in swear words.
Same now. One night everybody eats left, and next day, like when we have to go to press conference, you have to come to me. He say, "Hey, you can go with only 1 guy. You can go with only 1 guy." Okay.
As you can only go with 1 guy, Khabib says, and Conor brings, like he said, 40. He didn't bring 40, but he brought a lot of people.
We move with our own boss.
He brought a lot of people. I gotta say, Khabib's got a damn good point there. I'm still winning the mom bet, though.
What changed? Nothing. But he have to ask his friend why he eats left. He have to ask him. If you think he meant, he have to ask him.
I'm curious what comes up. And I thought I changed the thumbnail on this.
So, Conor, you've been away for nearly 2 years. People have speculated, even Dana had said, there's a shot you might retire because of how much money you made from the fight with Mayweather. Are you happy to be back?
This is called prize
It's not coming up right though, is it? It's still showing. Oh no, it's coming up with the right thumbnail now. There's just nobody watching. They're all watching the UFC thing.
I'm gonna put him back to book. Hey, you have to fight only book because you can.
There's 20 swear words.
I don't have to fight for money no more. Thank the Lord.
I don't have to fight for money anymore. Thank the Lord, says Conor.
No more.
What are you talking about? Your wrestling is 0. Your grappling is 0. I'm gonna mow you.
Your instinct is 0. Your gripping is 0. Your grappling is 0, says Khabib. And Conor says, let's wrestle. Yeah, he's not doing that for 2 seconds. Are you kidding me?
From the boxing, I made a hell of a lot of money.
Drink some more beer.
I know. You come here for
Drink some more beer. Everybody drink some more alcohol.
I come here for Lakers. You come for money. You come for money.
I wonder how much that proper whiskey is. Anybody know?
This is different. This is different. Why
You took money from Nurmagomedov. Hold on, you took money, You took money from Nurmagomedov and you were a little lick ass rat. Now what? Putin locked him up. Say something to Putin about locking Nurmagomedov up. Say something. Ask him.
So Conor is saying that Khabib took money from Magomedov and had Vladimir Putin lock him up in jail.
Lying rat.
I've never heard this story. He's calling him a fake lying rat, though. Does anybody know anything about this?
I don't lie about nothing. You say it's not about money, it's not about legacy. You're a lying bastard. When money got pumped in,
Lying bastard, all right.
scumbag that found a little apple.
That's 21 at least.
Now look at you.
I'm sure I missed some.
Now not a being. You haven't got a washer. No money left.
I'm sure I missed some at the end of the day.
Beautiful.
You look like
Slam. Balls.
Sit
Of
and
fucking
relax
Irish
and
whiskey.
talk if you
It's
wanna
gonna
talk.
dominate the game. Jameson
Stop
is
promote
toast.
your bullshit whiskey
This
there, bro.
is a
Oh, and now Khabib's swearing. What was I didn't see an over-under on him.
to take over the whiskey business. Look at the noise.
He says you're here to promote your bullshit whiskey.
True beast I have in my possession here. I do not fight for the prize. I did not begin fighting for the prize. I began to fight because I loved it. That's why I'm here now. I loved it.
He says I do not fight for a prize. That's why he wants $100 million every time he steps in the cage.
Okay,
sorted now.
Says from the last match, I'm set for life.
At 6 October.
If he's smart, he is. If he's financially smart, he should be set.
I'm gonna mow you. You know this.
What a dumb move not opening this to the public. Oh, are you kidding me? I know, Super Tramp. You could have sold tickets to this.
I'm gonna love that even more. So you just
Honest, I'd have paid $25 to sit ringside for this all day long.
what's gonna happen to
All
you.
day long.
So that's all I'll say about that. I'm here for the joy, to enjoy
What's
it,
gonna
to
happen?
enjoy it.
What's gonna happen?
Could you imagine the reactions of the crowd right now? It would make it so much better.
Oh, we don't need question. We have to talk with him. I have a couple questions.
Oh, Khabib says, we don't need questions. We have to talk with him. I have a couple questions for him.
You have to ask him. You have to ask him.
You ask your friend why you hit him. Ask him. You have to ask him.
These nuts.
And
I don't have to do nothing for no
And Connor said, ask these nuts.
me. We don't have to lick no one's arsehole for a chick. Like,
Okay, asshole, that's another one. Says I don't have to lick no one's asshole for a check. All right, we're up to 23. I'm sure I missed some here. Could you imagine? Oh, it would be incredible. Why is this one jackass always there asking questions? It seems like he asks half the damn questions.
well coached. My coaching
How the hell does he get a pass that I couldn't get a pass from Boise UFC?
for this, my wrestling coach Sergey Pekolsky, my striking coaches.
Yes, UFC denied me a pass for fucking Boise, Idaho.
We are ready for war. We are ready for all outcomes, all situations, all scenarios. Supreme.
Now, of course, Dana wasn't there at the press conference.
So we're gonna go out and enjoy this contest on October 6th because again, that's all I'm doing it for. Because I fucking love it. Don't have to.
That's
do
all
it.
I'm doing it here?
It's just
Because I
love it.
fucking love
That's
it. So I count 24. I might have missed some.
I'm gonna love it.
And I said 30 swear words.
Conor, you mentioned the
He's breaking it. He's breaking 30.
Is there anything else from fighting Mayweather that you've been able to bring back to your MMA preparations?
Of course. It was
I don't know.
Great match, a great boxing match where I got the.
I don't know that anybody's asked Khabib a damn word.
30 minutes, my longest contest that was.
To be honest.
Of course, you take with you from every fight, you learn and grow. So
Have you guys heard one
I'm
question?
very happy with the experience as a whole, and of course, you'll see on October 6th the lessons I have learned.
Have you guys heard one question for Khabib?
Khabib, Floyd
Oh, and now as soon as I say that.
to you saying that Conor doesn't fear anyone. What do you say to Floyd Mayweather?
I am the Floyd Mayweather in MMA.
Khabib just said, Conor,
Mouth, mate. You're a
Khabib says, I'm the Floyd Mayweather of MMA.
You just sit. Your last fight was embarrassing. Your last fight
Right now,
was
right now.
embarrassing.
Connor says, your last fight was embarrassing.
Dominant UFC
Well, I'm
champion
in
right
cell
now.
in Brooklyn, I
This
think.
is my third fight in last
Sure you
9
did.
months, you know, and 26-0, never lose round. And I don't know what this guy talking about. I don't understand what he gonna do 6 October. You think
He says he never lost a round. That's true? Because I don't know what he's going to do on the 6th of October.
Question. Khabib, Conor says he's ready for
Oh, this is fucking great.
for your ground game. What have you seen out of what Conor can do on
I
the
have a
ground?
question for you. What do you think?
I'm not the fighter you are. I've seen
What
out
do
of
you
Conor's
think?
ground game.
Should have counted my swear
I'm
words.
gonna make him tired.
That's true. Khabib is low-key. Yeah, thanks to Connor.
Because when he's tired, he always give up. He don't like. He's like.
When he's tired, he always gives up, says Connor, Khabib. I think Khabib is winning the trash-talking war.
You tapped the boost window, kid.
In less words. He talked about the message. He says he always quits.
You tap 4 times. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You tap 3. You tap 3, 4 times.
He says you tap 3, 4 times. You tap like a little bitch.
Tap like chicken 4 times.
Khabib says you tap like a little bitch.
Next question.
Gentlemen, Khabib, assalamu alaikum. And
Another question for
congrats
Khabib.
on, proper 12.
Thank you, sir.
Could we get an official prediction on the fight?
Oh no, he says proper 12.
Assalamu alaikum and congrats about whiskey.
Ooh, slap him then. Do something about it.
Okay.
What are you gonna do about that? He's at the disrespecting you. Do something then. I just shut your mouth. Fucking fool you.
Oh, the reporter just disrespect him?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Assalamu alaikum wa
From the two of you, could we get an official prediction on the fight?
From the two of you, could we get official
Domination, his head bouncing off the
official
canvas. All his
prediction
bones
on the
are
fight?
fucking put on blast October 6th.
So there's the knockout. I get the check mark on that Conor would
As long as it takes, I believe one. He's a glass jaw.
would predict that he would get a knockout, and he said he believes 1 round.
They told me that they have chicken
Khabib's a
jaws
glass
in
jaw.
Pakistan, and I believe them because I know a glass jaw when I see one.
Khabib is laughing.
I've seen his brother.
Khabib can't stop laughing.
Promotion. I know he is afraid of a
This
smack.
is
And
great.
if you're afraid of a smack off me, a smack will feel like a double-barrel shotgun. So I believe the inside the force, but I have been wrong before. I will be prepared for 5 rounds. You're looking at a fighting veteran.
He says, I will be prepared for 5 rounds. I'm going to say it right now. If it goes for 5 rounds, Conor McGregor does not leave the cage with that belt. 100%.
Boom. And I'm going to shatter him like that glass was shattered.
You're right, Super Tramp. Why need 10 words when you only need 3?
Khabib, do you have a prediction?
Congrats. Khabib, do you have a prediction?
Next question.
Assalamu alaikum, Adam.
And he says nothing.
Khabib, your last fight, your opponent changed right before you and I mean,
Now they're talking Khabib about the Iquinta fight.
Right there was a very hard fight for you. This fight you got right here in front of you, what are you going to do different on this fight?
He's saying that was a hard fight for you, but Khabib did win every round.
When someone fight for the belt, judges give score 50-43. When you remember this, and you talk about this was like a hard fight for me.
The guy came in.
He just told him they scored a 50-43, and you're saying this is a hard fight for me. I don't understand.
He went the full distance, which he said. See that belt you have on your lap there? The one that you're proudly representing.
He also said he has been wrong before. Yes, yes, he has.
2 rounds, dominated him, dropped him 3 times in the 4th round.
I don't think
Madison Square Garden, the home of the champ.
He's good. He's a tough guy, and I think he can beat a lot of guys in top 10. You know, and he already beat. You know, and about decision, but I win every round. You know, I win every round, and I take.
This is about decision. I win every round, and I take my belt.
For Conor, 2 years.
And he could easily do that to Conor.
This one right here is going to be a hell of a war for you.
Yes, we are.
How are you getting ready for this?
I am in a war state of mind.
Conor says, I'm in a war state of mind.
So we are ready. Thank you so much. 2 years, you are correct. 2 years outside of the UFC's octagon. Not 2 years outside of the fighting octagon, because I fight every day of my life. There's something going on somewhere on planet Earth involving me and something else or someone else. So I am ready. We have put a lot of hard work into this camp, and we are coming towards the final stages of preparation now. So we are looking forward to showcasing to the world what I have learned through my boxing venture.
Conor looks different. Yeah, he does look different.
My return to MMA with the lessons from this boxing venture, and then just as a growing fighter that has gained more experience.
He doesn't look fresh. Well, he's got a month before the fight.
Hey, Dana.
Yep.
How you doing, man?
Good.
So I don't know about the doesn't look fresh thing,
thank you
but
for bringing UFC to back to New York for UFC 230.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Was this the original plan?
So now Conor's taking credit for bringing UFC 230 back to New York. He's not into UFC 230.
With New York State.
What was what planned?
Was this gonna
No.
Now remember, the over/under for 5 was 5 questions asked to Dana.
News yesterday about Jon Jones. He's eligible to compete after October 28th. UFC 230, like I just said, is November 3rd.
Conor's making some weird laughing noises over here, and Khabib's ignoring him. Khabib looks.
Not be on that main event.
100% no.
100% no.
Wait.
Okay, wow. And Conor, this question's for you. Looking forward to UFC 230.
Dana White just said 100% no. Jon Jones will not be on the main event for UFC 230. Did I get that right?
Took that loss on the chin and came back and has showcased a good mental strength and has had some great.
So what will be the main event for UFC 230?
Very much looking forward to it.
Dana White just said 100% Jon Jones will not be the main event of UFC 230.
Just for Dana, real quick, the decision to put the Conor bus incident from Brooklyn into the promos for this fight, What was that decision like? Was that
Oh.
consideration about not doing that?
Hope. No.
Not tough at all. It's part of the storyline. It is what it is. There's been other situations where
Conor just will not let anyone speak.
you play the story the way that the
Is he red yet? Conor looks red.
No comment.
Well, that was one of the prop bets. I think that Dana would get red, and he is definitely red.
Seen on video multiple times. What's going through your head? You're in that loading dock. You have a ball in your hand. What's going through
I just thank the Lord Jesus Christ that man had not got the balls to step foot off that bus. Because trust me, or that the bus door did not open. Because if that bus door had have opened,
He said he thanks the Lord God.
He would be in a box, and I would be in a cell.
Khabib didn't have the balls to get off that bus because he would be in a box and I would be in a cell.
Speak on about that incident, about the lead up, and about my emotions and things like that. But there are still many ongoing situations involved in it. So
I hate it. What? I'm not sure. What do you mean? What is it? Here as animated as he was for Floyd Mayweather, and that's what
his weakness.
I think that's what we're seeing.
When he with 40 people.
I showed you my bare
And
hands.
Khabib just said he showed me his weakness.
Like no weapons.
205.
Get off the bus, mate.
Okay, 205. You guys remember when
You're
we
doing all
meet
these actions.
in backstage?
Here I am with no book.
He was very nice guy.
With no,
he was very nice
no
guy,
weapons.
but when he comes
He's
with
so
40
full of
people,
shit.
a little bit changed, but this
Khabib
is
said he was a nice guy when it was just one-on-one. But when he came with 40 people, it was a different story.
Last thing for me, Khabib, was your father able to get a visa into the United States for this fight?
I don't know.
Still working on it?
He said he doesn't know if his father was able to get a visa.
Conor had written an Instagram post.
I couldn't understand what Conor said there.
Affect you in any way?
Most important is 6 October. Now he can talk whatever he wants. He gonna talk, I know. And
I got 25 on the swear meter for Conor. He's got 5 more to.
The Chechen people know what I'm talking about when I call this man a coward. When I call this father
Whoa.
a quivering coward.
Which Chechen?
Him and Kadyrov were at a mosque together, and he posts a picture of Kadyrov on his Instagram site. Kadyrov is a Chechen dictator, a crazy man. Don't get me wrong, but Khabib's father, lick arse of fucking Houlihan, posts a picture of Kadyrov at this mosque, and Khabib's father posts a picture of, and the caption is "Together we are stronger." It's such fake respect out of fear.
He's saying the
Chechens know.
The Chechens know that Khabib is a coward.
There was an opportunity for his father to
I'm curious
stab
what
that
he's
man in the
talking
back
about
and to do it
on
in a
that.
heartbeat to take over, and he did not do nothing, and that's why he is a quivering coward, because he showed fake respect out of fear, and that's where that came from.
I don't know what his father teach
Wow.
me, but my father teach me you cannot never give up and be respect always. This is what my father teach me. And I never give up, and I always respect.
The father
but I don't know about his father. I don't want to talk shit about his father because I cannot. Because you know.
I hope I don't bump into you, sir.
About this guy,
Khabib says, I don't give a shit about his father.
And then I know how I like talk with my opponents. I'm gonna talk with him, teach him, like give him a little bit masterclass.
He says he's going to talk with him and give him a little bit of a master class.
From West Cork. Hello, Conor.
I like it, Khabib.
On the whiskey, we had a bottle of it last night.
How did you get on? Because I know I'm a salesman. I'll sell you upside down the head.
Check your history, Mike.
Yes.
The Shannon Bar, no, but
Yes. Up the Shannon Bar. Yeah. Up the Shannon Bar.
I will have to check the history because, yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Question for Khabib. Just the World Cup final, we're in the stands, there you up at Conor, with President Putin having the meal, etc. How did that feel?
It was a great match.
Somebody's making a crazy laugh there. I think that's Conor.
How I feel? I don't feel nothing, you know, because I never want to take picture with someone. Doesn't matter. It's
Khabib says, I don't feel any...
Are you disrespecting your President Vladimir Putin?
No, why not?
Are you disrespecting your President Vladimir Putin?
No.
Connor's saying, are you disrespecting your president?
Explain what do you mean? Are you disrespecting
Okay, I'm going to explain. Sit. I'm going to explain. Okay.
Khabib just told Conor to sit.
Fake respect out of fear. That's all these men are known for. They were chased from their land. They were chased from their land to the edge of cliffs.
Oh, now he's going after the Russians.
We stood and we fought.
Now
We
Conor's
fought
going
English
after the
emperors,
Russians.
So much so that our name was banished for 100 years by King James.
Wow.
Okay,
Just some
okay,
military
why
history
you guys
from the
change your
area.
language?
Okay, you guys have your own language. What's wrong with you? Now you're talking about you.
Oh, it's just, oh, why don't you change your language? Why don't you get your own language, Khabib says.
I can speak my native tongue.
Let's go. I can talk with you. Dagestan, Russia, English, Turkish, Arabic. I can talk with you. Oh, I can talk with you. Oh,
You know what that means?
Did Conor just throw something?
but Ireland have their own language.
There's another swear.
English change your language.
That's
Now you
21.
Crack open that ball.
Now
you need to get in his face.
Now you talk English.
I didn't know that was there.
What's wrong with your English?
Dana White is laughing.
English, you mad rat.
Oh, this is incredible. Dana White says we got time for one more question.
Dana, is
Come on.
whiskey an official sponsor of UFC 229?
It is.
It is.
It is.
You betcha fuck it is. It's on their canvas.
And
It's on their canvas. Look, he's blue.
Oh my God, just some military history from there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
They're really not gonna let these guys keep talking? Well, I think Dana kind of screwed this up. You definitely won the swear war, yeah. So I gotta count out. I'm gonna go back to my prop bets. Of what I have. Let's bring up the display capture here on so I'm curious how we would have done, how we would have been partying on Jon Jones's money. So let's see. $25,000 to win $99,000 on the Papaka. That bet I lost. Money gone. $52,500 to win $62,500 on Conor's suit. There's $62,500. Obviously, he wore a suit. $8,000 to win $9,000 on Conor's sunglasses. I don't know why I took that bet. Conor did not wear sunglasses. $25,000 to win $25,500. Conor mentions whiskey. That's an easy one. $30,000 to win $75,000. Conor drinks whiskey. I thought that was another easy one. Got that one. $36,000 to win $66,000 on Conor. More than 10 swear words. How do you think I did on that one? I think I counted at least 21. Frickin' Dana, thanks for coming, everybody. Does he mean thanks for coming, selected media? I think he might. I'm not sure if he's calling him back or what, but yeah, that was pretty retarded. Of Dana fucked that up really bad. And I'm not really worried about the fucking swearing right now because YouTube demonetized my other fucking channel anyways, so fuck YouTube. This channel isn't even fucking monetized right now, so say whatever the fuck you want. $75,000 Conor drinks whiskey. I win. $66,000 on Conor swears more than 10 fucking times. Oh, Conor McGregor's telling more people to shut their mouth.
I know it's not about you as well. You keep your mouth shut, kid.
Damn.
How's Noah? How's Noah? Huh? Yeah.
10,000. So 10,000. Wow. 10,500. Conor predicts a KO. Now this is one that's gonna be hard. 18,500 to win 23,500 on a rest. Oh, there's another swear. That's definitely 22, 23. Jesus, Conor seems to be going nuts. Frickin' day. All right, so assuming there is an arrest on Broadway, let's see how much money we would have racked up to party with tonight.
Conor McGregor sees an incident between a buddy of his, getting into it with Khabib,
So let's add it up. 62,500 plus 25,500 plus 75,000. 66,000.
The Fix Finder tool from AutoZone is a fast source of relief.
All right, give me a minute here.
Fix for your engine light on the spot. For her,
So I could judge a scorecard. I'm having issues here.
we can help with that too. So, how will the AutoZone Fix Finder help you? This torque wrench is on a mission. It helped this guy on his ride. He fixed that, him and his engine, and her with a brake job. And it's just one of 100 specialty tools that AutoZone loans for free. So what are you gonna do with it?
UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov. 26-0. He's getting mauled.
This calculator sucks.
Like everybody else before. Well, Conor, let's go with your chicken.
Let's go with your chicken, he says to Conor.
Surprise, surprise, the king is back. I'm gonna KO you inside 1 round. Where the f is my belt? The hour is your back.
Conor McGregor sees a buddy of his, or him getting into it with Khabib. It ended
So I would have came out if I would have had Jon Jones's money tonight. Fights with Friends beats Vegas, $262,000 off 250, a profit in 1 day of $57,000, and we would party on that one. This was just cringe as fuck. Yeah, I was disappointed. Kind of weird without an audience. Conor seems like a wacko. Yeah, I thought Khabib won the verbal jiu-jitsu match. 100%. 100%. Let's give the winnings to any of Jon Jones's victims or perceived victims or Conor's victims for that matter. You know, Rose Namajunas or, you know, whoever else was on that bus. So, and it looks like that's the end of that, of the press conference. Let's give the winnings to any Jon Jones victims or perceived victims. All right, who do you guys think wins the fight? I know I've talked about it before, but who do you guys think wins the fight? I'm gonna bring up something else, though, because I'm live streaming on here tomorrow, and I am actually pretty damn excited about this Bellator card coming up tomorrow. Because we got AJ McKee. And I think he's one of the rising stars of Bellator. I agree. Khabib won, says Jason. Conor just made himself look like a fool. I think he got drunk. I think he got intoxicated. It really looked like he was. If he wasn't intoxicated, he was faking intoxicated, and that's even stupider than being intoxicated. So, I'm not sure. Rose, Conor. What's up, you're a cunt? I think Conor has been partying too much since he got rich and is losing a step. Supertramp says Khabib. I'm interested to see what happens to the odds after this. Do the odds move? In my mind, I am less confident in Conor McGregor than I was before. So let's switch this. Let's wait on the Bellator thing. Let's switch this to the press conference recap show, and because I'm gonna switch this. I'm going to switch this in my title. Once again, of course. So I'll bring this over now that we got some more people. Super Tramp says Khabib. I think Conor's been partying too much since he got rich and was losing and stuff. Yeah, this was supposed to be the time, I think, that, you know, Conor was supposed to be intimidating Khabib. He was supposed to be getting into his head. And that's not what I've seen happen today. Ned Modelo, Conor lost his marbles. What's up, Ned Modelo? Yeah, I think you're right, man. I don't know what's going on with him, but there's some definite issues there. He looked to be playing a character. He looked like he wasn't real. I don't know what the whole thing was about Khabib turning his back on his family and all this stuff. I mean, obviously he was trying to get underneath Khabib's skin, and Khabib was not having it at all. I mean, not one bit. Khabib, like Nate Diaz said, all the other guys were punked before the fight. Khabib was not shook. Yeah, man, these Russians, they're not. Look at Marco Krokop. Look at who am I thinking about? You know, look at Marco Krokop. Look at Fedor Emelianenko. I mean, those guys, they were not shook. You can't shake some of those guys. These Russians, they, you know, after that winner, I think there's something about that winner that just makes it harder to shake people. Am I right? What's up, Frank Verde? My pick is Khabib after the press conference. Yeah, I'm curious. I would suspect that you could almost watch the odds change in real live time right now, to be honest. That's, you know, that's my prediction. I think it would be very, I think it would be very silly to bet on Conor at the odds that they've had recently. And he was about a 2.5 to 1, close to 2.5 to 1 underdog. And I feel like it's going to be quite a bit more now at this point. So, I mean, depending on where they go, I mean, if they go big enough, I mean, I say maybe put some money on Conor, but is he taking this serious or what? I don't know. I have no idea what he's thinking up there. He's drinking whiskey. He's getting drunk in front of everybody. My pick is Khabib after the press conference. Yeah. And, you know, I was leaning towards Khabib before. Some people kind of got me leaning a little bit towards Conor. But now I'm leaning more towards Khabib again. And I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Apparently, I'm not able to change the title again because it's acting like it's completely down. But that's fine. Not letting me go to my creator studio. That's interesting. Or at least my live stream. Thank you, everybody that subscribed to the new channel. I've talked about this a little bit, that Fights with Friends was suspended. I think largely due to the weight cut video that I did. Thank you, Ned Modelo. I appreciate it. So, yeah, YouTube is saying that the creator studio is down. I've never seen this. Never seen that happening before, but okay, whatever. Conor used the presser to promote his whiskey more than the fight. Yeah, he did. And honestly, Dana White should be very pissed off. If I'm Dana White, I am livid right now. You're supposed to be out there selling a fight, and you're out there getting drunk like a damn fool. Now, I can get drunk because I'm just doing a show in front of a camera on YouTube. But the whole world's watching, and you're not able to intelligently decipher the questions that are coming in from people. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. I mean, I don't know how strong this whiskey is. I seen him take a little cup, but he seemed almost incoherent. And am I wrong? It was very strange, to say the least. It's very strange. When Conor was promoting against Mayweather, I think the fact that the crowd was there played a huge part in it. And I think if the crowd was there this time, this would have looked much different. To be honest. But Khabib just shut him down at every chance. I hope he doesn't put all his eggs into the whiskey basket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how good this whiskey is. I would try it, except for the fact that it's Conor McGregor, I don't know. But, I mean, I would try it because a percentage of the money goes to first responders. And who's kidding? I fucking love whiskey. But I am going to announce something for this fight, depending on who wins or loses. It doesn't really matter. This is still going to be worth something. So I received these from Monster. These are not for resale. These are Conor McGregor specialized gloves. These are only for promotion. You cannot find these on eBay. I looked it up. You cannot Google these. Google Monster Conor McGregor gloves, not for resale. You cannot find a pair of gloves, a pair of this gloves on sale. This was for a promo Monster gave me, and I don't know how many of sets of these were given out, but I don't think it was very many. So here's the thing. During the Khabib McGregor stream, obviously you guys are going to have to watch. Then there's going to be some kind of contest. I might have you guys vote on it. I don't know. But we're going to do a drawing from whoever wins it. It has to be a subscriber. That's the first thing, is it has to be a subscriber to win these gloves. Like I said, no matter what you think about Conor McGregor, I mean, there are not very many of these gloves out there. And I have not even taken them all the way out of the plastic. These are legitimate MMA gloves. They are the same, you know, they're made supposedly in the same way that the UFC gloves are made. So if you want to use them as gloves, but I haven't taken them out to wear them because these are collector's items. This was for the Conor McGregor Monster promotion. Like I said, very few of these were made. You may have seen a set of gloves sitting up next to a Monster display near you. Definitely not all major cities had these. And I was lucky enough to secure this pair. And I love you guys, and I want as many people as possible to come out to the stream. So I'm going to give these gloves away on that stream. So like I said, no matter what you think of Conor McGregor, these are pretty close to one-of-a-kind gloves. So, and like we said, we would have won $57,000 if we'd have done the prop bets. I'm pretty happy about how I did on the prop bets. If you'd have taken the $205,000 that Jon Jones was fined and bet it on the prop bets that I bet on, you'd have came home with $262,000. I think the only one that I missed was the Papaka. No, I missed another one because I won 6. I can't think of what the other one was that I lost. But unless I'm miscounting, it's I counted that I won 6. Anyways, not near as long as I thought it was going to be. But I mean, the promo up to it was longer than the damn press conference. That was somewhat interesting. But we're streaming tomorrow for all you guys that are on here all the time, or a decent amount, or just want to do a fight companion. Tomorrow with the Bellator card, let's bring up the Bellator card. I'm going to bring up the display capture. I know we've been talking about Conor and Khabib, and I'm still excited about that fight. I'm still excited about it, but let's see what we got coming for tomorrow. So, Aaron McKee's AJ McKee, excuse me, is one of the biggest 145-pound stars out there. And they got Aaron Pico and they got AJ McKee. Those are two of the biggest young stars out there. Rafael Lovato Jr. versus John Salter. That's a match that I like to see. The middleweight co-main event. Rafael Lovato Jr.'s looked good. John Salter is a beast. Patricky. So it's kind of funny. Patricky Pitbull versus Roger Huerta. When was the last time we seen Roger Huerta enter a cage? He's been in some different promotions outside of the UFC and Bellator, but it's one of my favorite all-time 155ers. I mean, he's not been what he used to be as of recently, but like I said, I mean, he's a favorite of mine. And then AJ McKee, just a stud at 11-0. 11-0, he's got 4 knockouts, 3 submissions. He's had 4 fights go to decision. But this kid was born to be a star, and he grew up training MMA. So I think it's going to be a great event tomorrow. I hope you guys join me for it. His opponent, I'm not sure, John McCapa, 21-3-2. He's only got 4 knockouts, but he's got 10 subs, 7 decisions. That's not bad percentages there. That's not bad percentages at all. Let's go back to the post fight though for the Conor and Khabib. So I'm going to pull this down. See if YouTube's up where I can change my wording now, and let's get into a post-fight mode. Is it going to let me go in and edit my live stream? I'm not sure. But October 6th, whiskey won't help you. Quote of the night, Julio Alcantara. Great quote, man. Khabib should have said that himself. You're right. Yeah. Whiskey's not going to help him. Whiskey's going to hurt him. That's for sure. He better not come into that cage with whiskey. So this is now the post show. I'm going to switch this over and we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, because we haven't really had a live show in a while since my channel's been submitted. I had to go upstairs, use the restroom real quick though. I've been waiting for an hour and a half. No, not quite an hour and a half. But let everybody know that I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. So that's a good point. Sean Ahmed says, as a double man, this is the first time I've seen Conor really angry at the presser. That's a very good point. Because remember, Showtime shut his mic off during the Mayweather presser. And I don't know what he was saying afterwards, but I mean, he was cussing somebody out, some reporters, I think. And I don't know if he's losing his mind or what in the hell is going on with Conor McGregor, but that was strange. A lot of that was very strange. I mean, he started out coming out like the Conor of old, and then I'm not quite sure what happened there. But will Khabib sleep? I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like I said, though, I mean, it's going to be one way or the other. It's going to be either Conor knocks Khabib out, and probably early, or Khabib mauls him, like Khabib said he would. And Khabib talked about Conor tapping against Nate Diaz. I mean, he hit all the points. Everything Conor said, it did not seem to affect Khabib at all. Khabib just sat there calm, just like he did on the bus. You never know, it could bring out the drunk Irish berserk fighting instinct. It could. I don't think you want to be a drunk berserker against a specialist like Khabib, though. To be honest, we seen what happened to that drunk guy in the restaurant when Matt Serra took him down. Yeah, it didn't help him a whole lot. Khabib makes Conor look small. He's a big boy that will eat whatever punch Conor has and put him down and crush him like chicken. And that's what he said. He'd crush him like a chicken. He said he was going to crush him. The dude's wrestled bears. And Conor's saying he's going to out-wrestle him. I mean, what? When you say things at a press conference, you got to say things that are going to make sense. Everybody knows that you're not going to try to wrestle Khabib Nurmagomedov, Conor. Come on. I mean, I know maybe he's trying to throw people off. He's trying to, is Conor really going to try to wrestle Khabib Nurmagomedov? Of course not. Not any more than Khabib Nurmagomedov's going to try to get in a slugfest with Conor. I mean, I'm not sure why you even say that. I'm not sure why you would even say that, because everyone knows that's not true. I pretty much agree, but there's always the luck of the Irish, the puncher's chance. He definitely has a puncher's chance, and he's taken that puncher's chance and parlayed it several times against Chad Mendes in a match he was getting out wrestled, against Eddie Alvarez, who was a great wrestler, and then against Jose Aldo, of course, in 13 seconds. I mean, he could catch Khabib quickly, and Khabib's not a finisher. So, worst case scenario, until Conor McGregor's cardio fails him, probably about mid-4th round, I would say, Conor, at the very least, he's going to get one shot to knock out Khabib Nurmagomedov before he takes him to the ground. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, when a fighter is taken down and holding them there, the referees, especially Dan Miragliotta, I really got to hand it to Dan Miragliotta. I think after that Herb Dean incident with CB Holloway, I think Dan Miragliotta might be the best referee in the game right now, with John McCarthy no longer refereeing. He's done a very good job of calling fighters up when they're on the ground and someone is holding and there's no action. And in the clinch, he's breaking them pretty quickly. Conor will avoid takedowns and KO him in 2, says Sean Ahmed. Conor lost the step. He lost a step in the speaking for sure. That seemed like anyone see Conor Montana. My name is Conor Montana. I'm here to get my ass kicked by Khabib. Yeah, no. Yeah, he thought he was Tony Montana coming into that one. Now, Khabib, to me, sounded more scary. And if you're really going to be worried about some guy, I'm going to worry about the guy who has very few words and is very serious. And if Conor was trying to get into Khabib's head, he absolutely failed. And I think a lot of the things that Conor said, the reason that it seemed like they didn't come off as real successful was Khabib's reaction. And it wasn't just Khabib not reacting. It wasn't Khabib just tuning Conor out. It was Khabib coming back with that serious motion. Why you tap? Why you come with 40 people? Why you not answer my direct messages? He had some very good questions for Conor McGregor that Conor McGregor couldn't answer and didn't attempt to answer. Last minute pullout, says Ned Modell. God, that would suck. Khabib might just trap his arms and punch him in the face. He may. Now, will Khabib try to take Conor out, or will he want to punish him? That's the thing, too, is I don't know how emotional Khabib is for this, but I could see him want to just punish Conor. Punish him with just that dead look on his face, just that dead, stone, emotionless look on his face as he punishes a bloody Conor McGregor, you know, through 4.5 rounds until Conor's gas tank gives out, which I predict that if Conor doesn't knock out Khabib by halfway through the fourth round, his gas tank will give out. And if Khabib has any submission game or ground and pound game at all, he should be able to take Conor at that point. I think it's just no matter how hard Conor trains, I think it's a genetic thing. He's got fast twitch muscles, and they get tired faster. And it works for you in a lot of things when you're able to get those quick knockouts. It works against you sometimes when you have to go long distances. Normally, Conor tries to get into his opponent's head, but this time definitely was venting his anger and pure hatred, pure and simple. No mind games. Yeah, I was really surprised by the way he portrayed himself. I thought it was not only unprofessional, I thought that he really could have tried to get into Khabib's head more. I mean, his insults were pretty generic. Oh, you're a 26-0 amateur. He went into something kind of the history of Russia. I don't know what that was all about. That he wasn't proud of his president, Putin. And like I said, the fact, you know, Khabib's reaction combined with the fact that we didn't have a crowd there, I think made this a much different press conference than it could have been. So even if the crowd's there, I think we may feel about this. Think we might feel differently about this. But you know how Dana always has these media cats in check. I mean, he's got them, you know, raising their hand, waiting in line. I mean, it's like little kids waiting to go to the bathroom. I mean, he keeps it very organized because if you don't play ball, he's not going to call on you, and they know that. So, and Conor got a lot of the questions. I don't think Conor got 18 questions. I think that was the over-under on Conor questions. I didn't write down that I would have bet on that one. Like I said, $57,000 profit for the night. I would have been very excited. I would have given their $205,000 back happily. Take my $57,000, and we would all go out and party like fools. But whoever was making those odds, I would have a few words with them. Like I said, I am surprised Khabib didn't have the papaka, though. The hat. Maybe he doesn't ever wear it to press conferences. I'm not sure. I thought he might against Conor, though. Because, you know, he was supposed to bring it, and this was kind of one of the fights before the fights. You got 2 fights before the fights now. You got your press conference, and then you have these guys fighting so much out of their weight classes that there's the fight with the scale. Now, Conor's not expected to have that issue. He's fought at 135. He's fought at 145 throughout his career. I don't know if he ever fought at 135 in the UFC. I don't think so. But he fought at 135 before he came in the UFC. I fought at 145, then went up to 155. I don't think he needs to cut a lot of weight to make that. I think he may walk around 175 at the most. At the very most. Maybe closer to 170. Now, Khabib Nurmagomedov walks around at over 200 pounds. The fact that he makes 155, honestly, it's a little ridiculous. It's kind of what some of these guys were talking about. It's what Joe Rogan was talking about, I think, that he said people were cheating. He says you're 155 pounds for 10 minutes until you're not, and then you're 180 pounds. And I think that's kind of the situation there with Khabib. He's still going to make that weight cut, though. I don't know. At the end of the day, if I'm a UFC fighter, I'm not making that big weight cut. Fought 172. Yeah, he did fight Nate at 170 because Nate didn't have time to lose the weight. So what happened with Conor in that one is he just came in as is. He came in, I believe, as 168 pounds. He just didn't try to cut any weight at all. And he walked in. That was his walk-around weight at the time, was 168. So it may be lower now. If he's been undisciplined, if he's drinking a lot of that Proper 12 whiskey, it may be higher. But any of you guys out there buying the whiskey? Anybody out there gonna try Proper 12 whiskey? Maybe I'll open a bottle on one of the shows, because like I said, I like the fact that it goes that a percentage of profits goes to first responders. I like the fact that he's doing that. I mean, obviously you could just donate money to first responders, but. So, Proper 12 whiskey at a cost of $39.95 pounds a bottle. Ooh, that's a bit spendy. So, 40 pounds. How many dollars is 40 pounds? $53.08. That's a bit expensive for my taste. Irishman wanted to call his brand Notorious, but faced opposition from a rival producer, so settled on Proper 12. That's interesting. That's extremely interesting. I'm reading this on The Sun right now. Said the UFC star 30 wanted to call his brand Notorious, but saw the trademark challenged by a rival producer. Conor McGregor has been working on his latest venture for 3 years. Maybe he's making a good whiskey. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not judging him on his whiskey. Maybe he's got some fine whiskey makers with him. Conor's got to get drunk in order to tangled up with another dude. The English and Irish don't fancy that very much. Yeah, I'm not sure why you get drunk at a press conference. Honestly, especially, I don't know how much he drank before or how much he was drinking then, but he seemed a little out of control. He seemed, during the Floyd Mayweather things, he seemed erratic in a controlled kind of way, though. If he was on any kind of substances, it was like cocaine or that kind of thing, like a Ritalin kind of high. I think maybe it was just all natural. But this was, he was intoxicated, and obviously it seemed his senses were dulled. It just wasn't the best idea, I think, to come in to this kind of a press conference. If you're releasing your whiskey, if it's just a whiskey release party, drink whiskey. Drink whiskey all day. But I don't think before a UFC fight press conference. And I think you might have just cost the UFC some money. I'll tangle these big Irish balls around your forehead, says Edwin Alexander. Damn. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. I'll pass, sir. Actually, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't need balls around my forehead. Thank you. But thanks for the offer, though. Like I said, I would have made $262,000 off of Jon Jones, $205,000 tonight. Profit of $57,000, 6 out of the 8 prop bets correct. Drunk people get KO'd easier. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think so, Quincy. Patrick Moran. What's up, Patrick Moran? They can sometimes. Sometimes it actually can be an advantage, though, Quincy. When you see people getting car wrecks or different accidents and knock out things that should have knocked them out. I've heard, I don't know how many times, that first responders or paramedics have said that someone would have died except for the fact that they were intoxicated. Because I guess their body went limp. Just the way that your body lands when you're intoxicated is just a little different. I mean, I'm not saying that Conor McGregor should come in intoxicated, because that would be a horrible idea. Ned says hilarious. But I think that would be a horrendous idea. But especially against Khabib Nurmagomedov. And why is he offering Khabib Nurmagomedov whiskey? Doesn't he know Russians drink vodka? But no, I like that Khabib says he doesn't drink. So now here's an X factor when it all comes down to it, though. Khabib is the champ, but he's had issues making weight several times. Was maybe one of the big reasons that he didn't take that shot of whiskey. I know he's got, he's got less time than I was thinking. We got like 17 days. You got like 17 days away. I don't know how much whiskey Conor McGregor should really be drinking. Honestly, 17 days away from one of the biggest fights of his life. What's up, Dave Peterson? Edwin says that's actually really interesting. Yeah, it makes sense on some level. Yeah, a lot of people have been in car crashes, though, and like their body goes limp, and first responders would say that they would have died if they hadn't been intoxicated. So it's an interesting thing. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a performance enhancer inside of the cage whatsoever. Not like cocaine, which I believe is a big performance enhancer, by the way. But what the biggest announcement, the biggest question answered out of this entire thing, if he's telling the truth, and he said 100%, when Dana White was asked about Jon Jones, he said 100% Jon Jones would not be the main event at UFC 230. Do you believe him? If he's not the main event, who is it? And I don't know that I believe him. I don't know that I believe him. Now, Colby Covington was not ready to fight Tyron Woodley, just a few weeks ago. Of course, this would be a month from now. This would be November 3rd of UFC 230. So he very well could be ready. I heard Tyron Woodley had a slight injury during his fight with Darren Till, though. I have not confirmed this. Thanks for the shout out. Of course, Dave Peterson. What's up, man? I haven't confirmed this, like I said, but it looks like Tyron might have had some kind of injury. So, one of the fights coming into that you would think would be Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington. That makes sense. If Jon Jones isn't fighting, which I don't know that I believe that. I don't believe Brock Lesnar has been in the USADA pool long enough. So I don't think they pull out Daniel Cormier versus Brock Lesnar on us. Now, UFC 230, it's a Madison Square Garden card. Now, here's the X factor that a lot of people didn't think about. And I'm going to do just a slight bit of research before I run my mouth off here. But I have an idea of somebody who might be fighting UFC 230 that might blow your mind. May blow your mind. So who's eligible now to fight? Let me go through this. 12-month USADA suspension for failing post whereabouts in 2017. They couldn't figure out where this guy was. What about a Nick Diaz versus Nate Diaz brother card? Accumulation of 3 whereabout failures within a 12-month period constitutes an anti-doping policy violation, according to USADA, which means Diaz suffered an infraction for his failure to comply on 3 separate occasions in 2017. But he's been eligible. It says, good news for Diaz fans. The USADA suspension is retroactive from April 19, 2017. So he's been eligible to fight for quite some time now. Do you think Conor will knock Khabib out with a left hook the second Khabib shoots for the takedown? Conor's going to be watching a lot of tape, and he's going to be having a lot of people watch tape with him on when Khabib is going to be open for a shot. That straight right hand, that left hook. I'm going to sit down and watch some tape on both these guys. There's a lot more tape out there on Khabib Nurmagomedov now, thanks to Ally Quinta. Now, it was only one fight. A lot of people were saying it was only one fight, and that's true. It was only one fight. But we did get to see him for 25 minutes, and it's the most recent thing he has to offer. So, will Conor take anything from that? I don't know. But I'm very interested in the UFC 230 main event. I'm interested to see what Sherdog and some of these other places. Sherdog, SB Nation, MMA Junkie. Some of these are my best resources. I was surprised that Dana did not announce the main event for UFC 230. So Colby Covington came out and said UFC hates Tyron Woodley, won't reward him with UFC 230 main event. That's interesting. Almost like Colby Covington sticking up for Tyrone in a way. I'm not sure what to make of that statement. I'm not sure what to make of that statement at all. So I guess Dana had talked about this yesterday with Forbes. It says Jon Jones' suspension is ending, but UFC President Dana White says his return won't be at UFC 230. I missed this. What's up, Flat Earth Deacon? Conor wins, Nate wins, and 3 finally begins. 3 happens either way, as long as Nate looks impressive against Dustin. I don't even think he has to win. When he breaks up the comments, he forgets the context. He thought the balls in the forehead comment was at him. Yeah, maybe sometimes I do. I don't know. The long, confusing saga associated with Jon Jones' most recent drug suspension finally has a resolution. The former light heavyweight champion could be back in the octagon before the end of the year. Per ESPN.com's Brett Okamoto, as we know now, Jones will receive a 15-month suspension retroactive to his last octagon activity and is cleared by USADA to return to action as early as October 28th. He could face some additional punishment from the UFC. That's something I hadn't really taken into consideration, is that he could be suspended further by the UFC or face some kind of retribution. I just don't see why. I think the UFC helped him get this reduction, so I don't really see that, though. He's trying to add tension to Tyrone and Dana's relationship. Yeah, probably. Good point, Edwin Alexander. And he's getting his name out there. Colby Covington's not the big idiot that everybody thinks he is. I mean, I might not be a fan, but he's not exactly retarded. Some of the stuff is calculated. Based on what we've seen from the promotion with other popular fighters like Conor McGregor and Brock Lesnar, that seems unlikely as far as additional punishment. Because arbitrators ruled Jones had no intention to cheat. It makes it much easier for the UFC to clear him without any additional delays. Here is the full announcement from USADA. And this is too much to read. Ari Hawani posted it, though. Jones' availability aligns favorably for the UFC because he's eligible to return time for UFC 230 in Madison Square Garden. Who fights at UFC 230 in the main event, though? If not Jon Jones. Yeah, everybody, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Help me get up there in subscriptions on this new channel so I can get monetized. So when YouTube, suspends my other channel until November 22nd, like it is currently, I can make some money out there. Anybody who does have a PayPal account, I would really appreciate, before we go, if you could drop a couple bucks at paypal.me/fightswithfriends. I would appreciate the hell out of it, friends. Jesus, my bad. Smash that like button. Yep. Khabib, says Jason. Haha, Conor came already drunk. About fear we speak. Yeah, I thought he came drunk to that. Who comes to their own press conference drunk? What's going on here? I thought that was a pretty dumb decision, but whatever. But like I said, let's get back. Let's go back for just a minute to my stream for tomorrow. Main card, Bellator. AJ McKee versus John McCabe, a featherweight main event. And then you have Rafael Lovato Jr. versus John Salter, welterweight co-main event. But Patricky Pitbull, 19-8 faces Roger Huerta, a name I haven't seen in a long time. I'm excited for that one. Yeah, Conor's laugh was insane. It sounded like he was trying to do kind of like some kind of Joker thing. But when I could hear Khabib talking and you couldn't see Conor on the screen, it sounded like there was a little kid giggling in the background. Major misstep, in my opinion, for Conor McGregor. Major misstep. So, I mean, we'll see what he does from here. I haven't really been paying attention to his Twitter or anything like that because it kind of appeared as if someone else has been writing his Twitter for him. Maybe his little kid, I don't know. But it didn't seem like he'd been real active himself, to be honest. So, I don't know. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, for the Bellator event out of Boise, Idaho. Again, more info. It will start at 6 p.m. Pacific. So I will start streaming at 5:30 p.m. I will schedule it. Khabib got emotional at the end when Conor mentions the word terrorist. That's the soft spot. Yeah, you know he's going to find it. Conor's good at that. He's good at digging down and finding whatever it is that's going to upset people, and he doesn't care what line he crosses a lot of times. Oh man, I just watched the pressure. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting to say the least. So, like I said, though, Bellator tomorrow, 6 p.m. I'll start streaming at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be probably a couple hour, 2.5, 3 hour stream tomorrow. So, hope you guys are able to make it. It will be here on Mike Reviews It All until my other channel is not suspended anymore. I doubt Nate versus Conor will happen until they're like 45 and need money really bad. Yeah, I don't know. You know, Nate's got to fight. He's got to. I don't think that was any coincidence that they scheduled those guys at back-to-back UFCs. Let Conor build the hype first, and they probably most likely hope he wins, I guess. And then, because we don't know how Nate Diaz sells by himself. It's been too long since he hasn't been tied to Conor McGregor, and we don't know how big of a draw he is by himself, and the UFC really, I don't think, wants to find that out the hard way. That would not be good for them. That would not be good for their future at all. But Gegard Mousasi and Rory McDonald came out on MMA Junkie Radio and both said that they believe that Bellator is on the incline, UFC is on the decline, and Bellator will pass the UFC. I don't think that's close to happening right now. But there are some things that Bellator does good and some things that, you know, maybe Dana could freshen up on a little bit. If anything, it could be just some people wanting some new blood. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to see what Bellator's doing tomorrow. On this channel, though, if Mike Perry beats Cowboy, will Perry fight Till? Who would win? That's an interesting one because Perry doesn't have to worry about Darren Till taking him down. I don't know. I'd really like to see that fight. I think that's a really good fight. I'm looking forward to Rory Mousasi. Oh, that's going to be incredible. Let's look on here before I take this off. I'm going to put up the display caption. Let's look at what's coming up with Bellator, though. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I'm not going as far as some of these guys as to say that they are coming into their own with the UFC, but like I said, tomorrow night you got AJ McKee, Rising Star versus John McCappa, Rafael Lovato Jr. Their site is kind of quirky, versus John Salter. Not sure who either one of those females are, but Patricky Pitbull, and that guy's a beast, against Roger Huerta, who's an absolute legend. Yeah, those guys are fighting for championships. Rory McDonald and Gegard Mousasi, man, props to them for taking fights with each other. And that is, what, a week after tomorrow. That's crazy. That's going to be an absolutely insane fight and an insane card. So check this out. Check this out. You got Gegard Mousasi versus Rory McDonald, but you also got Rampage Jackson versus Vanderlei Silva 4. That is absolutely incredible. Vanderlei Silva looked like a man possessed at the weigh-ins and press conferences. Rampage Jackson, to me, kind of looks like a guy that doesn't really have it anymore. He's walking around about 265 as they show. Vanderlei about 230. That was probably about his walk-around weight before. He's just not losing weight now. Douglas Lima, he's a stud against Andrei Koreshkov. That's an incredible fight. Aaron Pico, of course, one of the biggest rising 145-pound stars on the planet, taking on Leandro Hugo. This arrow button really sucks. And the events just get better from there. You got, right after that, you got, what, a couple weeks later, you got Matt Mitrione and Ryan Bader in the next round of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix semifinal. And you got Roy Nelson coming back. Heavyweight feature bout against Sergey Karinov. Itanov, I think is how you say that. Sorry, but I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that. But the winner of that will take over an alternate spot in the heavyweight tournament in case someone's injured. Originally, it was supposed to be Roy Nelson versus Mirko Cro Cop. Cro Cop, of course, got into an injury that he was not able to take on Roy Nelson. And then Roy Nelson, it says 249 pounds. So I don't know if he's lost a little bit of weight or if they just mistyped that, if that's a typo or what. But you got Lorenz Larkin and Eric Silva on the same card. And then you got Baby Slice coming back. You got Kimbo Slice's son versus Corey Browning. He looked very impressive his last bout. And then they jumped back in there very quickly. I believe the next day, yes. Back-to-back days. That was Friday. Saturday, the next day, you're going to have Fedor Emelianenko versus Chael Sonnen for the next round of the heavyweight tournament. Ben Hitson Henderson comes back against Sadawad. We've not seen Alexander Shlemenko for a while. He'll take on Anatoly Tokov. Czech Congo returns against Timothy Johnson. Great card. And then, you see this after this. Melvin Manhoff was just announced. We got Pitbull versus Sanchez. This is what, November. Patricky will be fighting tomorrow. His brother Patricio will be fighting here on November 15th against Emmanuel Sanchez. But who we got here is we have the return of Ryan Couture, Randy Couture's son, against Haim Ghazala. The return of Phil Davis against Vadim Nemkov. They're working over there. Bellator's working over there. Bellator is moving on up. Great fights coming up. Oh, for sure. Who should Mackenzie Big Rig Dern fight next? I don't know. They have to decide what weight class she's going to be at after being 7 pounds over. That's absolutely insane. So I'm not sure what you do about this. This just announced Melvin Manhoff versus Shidi Naju Quiney. I think that's how you say that. I can't say it. Anyways, Melvin Manhoff, always a beast to watch. That guy's incredible. Love the Bellator tournament format. Yeah, I like the tournament format, and the UFC has shied away from that. I think that might hurt him. Mackenzie has a badonkadonk. Yes, she does. She is a good-looking lady. All right, thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed the press conference live reaction. Too bad this wasn't real money that we won tonight of Jon Jones, so we could all go out for quite a few drinks on $57,000. But don't forget the Bellator stream tomorrow, the Friday stream, October 6th. I will be giving away Conor McGregor gloves from Monster Promotion, not for resale. You cannot buy these anywhere. You cannot find them online. Try it. Try Googling Monster Conor McGregor gloves, not for resale. Good luck finding an image of these online. These are so rare. I'm going to give these away to one lucky subscriber during that stream. Till over Mike Perry. Till. Thanks, Mike. Well, you're welcome, Jason. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. See you in the next one, Mike. All right, I will see you later. Edwin Alexander, thank you, everyone, very much, as always. Oh, and I don't have a camera on myself. We can't have that now. I can't say a proper goodbye without a camera on me. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses tomorrow.